Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my majestic universe, I am Tiger Height, and we are going to be doing our review and highlights for New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion. I just finished watching it. Wow, there was a lot going on. There's a lot of things that are developing, especially for Wrestle Kingdom and G1. A lot of big announcements, but let's go into it right now, not wasting any more time. We're going to start with Jon Moxley taking on Shota Umino. It was a very quick match. Umino taking no time with a helo, taking out Moxley and a couple of the Young Lions. Clothesline by Moxley to get back into the match. A really good backdrop, only for a 2. A really nice looking German suplex by Umino, but at the end of the day, it was the double arm DDT by Moxley for the win. It was a quick match. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything big. I thought it was going to be a little more competitive, but beggars can't be choosers. Satoshi Kojima taking on Shingo Takagi. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, but it is what it is. I don't know why I could not spit that out. Shingo started strong with really brutal shoulder tackles. Crossbody to the outside by Kojima, which I was very surprised about. Forearm exchange between both. And it was almost a double countout, but they got in there at 19. Kojima chops for fucking days. I love Kojima and his chops. Death Valley Driver on the apron. A nice DDT on the apron. Koji Cutter for a 2. A top rope Koji Cutter for a 2. Straight right clothesline combo by Shingo to get back into the match. Brainbuster for a 2. A nice DDT by Kojima. A pumping bomber, but Kojima doesn't go down at all. He just looks at him like, really? Did you want to try that again? A modified Last of the Dragon for a 2. A huge pumping bomber, and then a full Last of the Dragon for Shingo to win. He has made his intentions clear that he wants to be in the G1. He's still a junior heavyweight, but he beat a legend in the business in Satoshi Kojima, and it was a really good match. I thought this was a standout match throughout the entire show. I'll get to it when I get to it. Jushin Thunder Liger and Yoshihashi taking on Suzuki Gun, represented by Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. There was attack from behind by Suzuki Gun before the bell rang. Sabre and Hashi start, but Sabre doing some really good stuff. Zack Sabre Jr. things. Suzuki then just tears apart Yoshihashi, and they really isolate Hashi away from Jushin Liger for the majority of this match. PK for a 2. Liger slaps Hashi right in the face to get him motivated to get over to him, and it actually worked. As soon as he got in, then it was a running chop to Suzuki, and Suzuki actually dropped, which is super weird. Hot tag into Liger. He goes absolute ham on both Sabre and Suzuki. Headbutt by Suzuki. Brutal stuff. Liger answers with a headbutt of his own, though. Brainbuster by Liger. A blockbuster by Hashi to Sabre. There was a really cool sequence of octopus locks between the Suzuki-gun members. And Yoshihashi beat Zack Sabre Jr. with a roll-up. And this really plays more into, I'm ready to face you for the British Heavyweight Champion. Give me an opportunity. I just pinned you. It was a fun match. I thought it was a really fun match. It exceeded the expectation that I had. And Suzuki went ballistic that he lost. It developed the rivalry there. I swear we're going to see Zack Sabre Jr. and Yoshihashi for the British Heavyweight Champion at some point in time, hopefully Wrestle Kingdom. And I'm definitely thinking they're building Jushin Liger and Minoru Suzuki in his last match. I guarantee that. Taguchi Japan, represented by Hiroshi Tanahashi, Raisuke Taguchi, and Juice Robinson, taking on Bullet Club, Jay White, Taichi Ishimori, and Chase Owens. Owens and Robinson start the match. There was a great elbow right to the eye of Robinson. It was just brutal and nasty. Jabs and chops by Robinson. Ishimori and Taguchi go next. I swear, Taguchi tried to do hip attacks for days. He just couldn't get anything going on those. There was a Bullet Club, after match, or not a Bullet Club after match, but a Bullet Club after miss hip attack. Tried the hip attack on Jay White, but was unsuccessful. He finally got the hip attack on Jay White, though. It was a sequence of them. Really cool. Tanahashi makes the tag and just goes ham on all members of Bullet Club. Dragon Screw leg whip on Jay White. Flipping senton for a 2. Jay White hit a curtain call maneuver for a 2. Blade Runner, but slips into a really, really sloppy sling blade. I was shocked. I was like, whoa, that's a little unusual for a Tanahashi thing. Running knee by Owens. A super kick by Juice Robinson. And Tanahashi won with this weird Eye of the Hurricane. I don't know what the fuck happened here. I'm not sure if Tanahashi is actually hurt or what was going on, but he was in bad form this evening. It was super odd. But finally, let's get into the big matches. First, for the Never Openweight Championship, Taichi versus Tomohiro Ishii. So Taichi was taking his ever sweet time. Tomohiro Ishii said, okay, I'm just going to lay on my back and I'm going to let you do whatever. Taichi comes in and just stomps on his chest. Does absolutely nothing. They continue to wrestle. A huge forearm. Just super nasty. Ishii grabs the weapons, which was the spike claw and the microphone, and throws them up the ramp. There is a chop and kick exchange between these two. A jumping kick by Taichi into the corner. Then the pants flew off his body. Great counter exchange by both competitors. They just know each other so well. No wonder they put this on Dominion. Clothesline to the back of the head and then an enziguri by Taichi. Huge Saito suplex for a 2. German suplex by Ishii to get back into the match. The referee gets knocked out and Taichi tried to take advantage with some low blows, but he got countered at every step of the way there. Nasty clothesline for a 2. Dragon Lariat and the Gato Clutch only for a 2. Axe Bomber by Taichi. Stretch Claw on Ishii. Excuse me. Last Ride by Taichi for a 2. Super kick countered into the enziguri. A lariat for a 2. The Black Bethesda countered into the Dragon Lariat. And finally, big brain buster for Tomohiro Ishii to be a record 5-time Never Openweight Champion. This was a great match. Fantastic work. The Guerrillas of Destiny taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón, represented by Evil and Sonata. Tama and Sonata start. Paradise Lock almost immediately, but Tama Tonga got out of it. Evil and Tanga Loa go next. Shoulder tackle exchange between these two brutes. Evil getting the better of the shoulder tackles by finally taking down Tanga Loa. There was a kendo stick shot to the back. Referee did not see it. And that's how the Guerrillas of Destiny got back into the match after the shoulder tackle. A vertical suplex by Tama Tonga. A double dropkick by the Guerrillas of Destiny. Multiple shots and then a dropkick by Tama Tonga. It looked super crisp. Double team senton. Kick countered by Evil. Sonata got the hot tag, but Tama Tonga stopped him almost immediately, which totally took out the allure of that. Paradise Lock on Tanga Loa, and as that was happening, Sonata went to work against Jado and Tama Tonga, because Tanga Loa was still in Paradise Lock, and he didn't get out of it until he was drop kicked in the butt. Hurricane Rana into the powerbomb for a 2. Tama with a huge running splash. There was a superplex, moonsault, and then into a scorpion deathlock combination. Looked really cool. A skull end and a scorpion deathlock on the Gorillas of Destiny in the middle of the ring. Jado tried to get involved again after taking out the ref. Bushi getting involved with the miss to the face, then a suicide dive, keeping him away. And with this whole distraction thing, Tama Tonga rolled up evil, pulling on the tights for Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa to retain the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the first time in 4 years that they have been defended successfully at Dominion. It was a really good match. I'm not surprised it was a good match, but it was a really good match. A definite standout. So here's the big moment that a lot of people have been talking about online. Katsuyori Shibata comes out and he introduces Kenta, formerly known as Hideo Itami. And Kenta has made himself clear he wants to be in the G1. Dragon Lee versus Will Osprey for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Holy crap, this was a fucking awesome match. Arm wrench but flipped through by Dragon Lee. A great early exchange between the two, just counter after counter. High impact dive by Osprey. Pip pip cheerio, but Lee countered it into an STO. Looked really nice. Hesitation drop kick for a 2. Springboard rolling kick by Osprey. Pip pip cheerio, got it for a 2. There was a crazy suicide dive over the announcer's table. They landed. Bowling shoe ugly. Holy crap. Jacket German suplex for a 2. Double thrust kick upside down by Will Osprey. There was a corkscrew moonsault to the outside of the ring by Osprey. Looked really cool. Lifting reverse DDT by Osprey for a 2. Tornado DDT by Dragon Lee. Looked really good. Hook kick right to the face. Great sell too. The Poison Rana by Lee, and then he went off the ropes, caught into the standing Spanish fly. Over the top Hurricane Rana, but Osprey lands on his feet. Great moment. This crowd lost their mind at this point. Gigantic shooting star press by Osprey for a 2. Robinson special and countered it from the Os Cutter. Double foot stomp to the apron. Oh god, that was nasty. Osprey did not land nicely. Canadian Destroyer and then a running knee to the face for a 2. But finally, the combination of Hidden Blade, Os Cutter, and Stormbreaker for Will Osprey to win and win his 3rd IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. I thought that the Shingo match against Osprey was better, but this still was a really great match. I really enjoyed this one. For the Intercontinental Championship, Tatsuya Naito and Kota Ibushi. Finally, these two are going to go at it. Kota Ibushi has really bulked up. He looked fucking ripped. Like, before this match even started. Kick right to the chest of Naito, like almost immediately. Hip toss drop kick by Naito. A pescado where Ibushi landed on Naito's neck and it just looked like it jacked your shit up. God, I would be in critical pain. Swinging DDT by Naito, textbook. One-legged drop kick only for a 2. Backflip kick to Naito. German suplex on the apron. So this German suplex, fucking Kota Ibushi's head was the only thing that hit the goddamn apron. Everything else went on the outside, and holy sweet baby Jesus, it looked really bad. I'm surprised I didn't see a injury, anything for Ibushi. He fucking got away with his life from that German suplex. Poison Rana on Ibushi, which is just really great because it's not like he just landed on his neck or anything. Destino countered into a tombstone. There was a fantastic forearm exchange between these two. A violent headbutt by Naito. Huge clothesline by Ibushi. Dragon suplex to Destino for a 2. I was shocked that this was a 2. Destino countered into the GTS by Ibushi. Golden Star powerbomb for a 2. The Kamagoya was countered into a DDT. Great spring. Awesome DDT. Ibushi sold it perfectly. Really good. Swinging reverse DDT for a 2. Poison Rana into Valentina for a 2. But finally, it was one more Destino for Naito to win the Intercontinental Champion. This match was the match of the night. By a country mile. So freaking good. You have no idea. But finally, it's time for a main event. And I don't want to be mean, but I was disappointed. IWGP Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho versus the defending champion Kazuchika Okada. Okada traps Jericho, then a huge jab. Back elbow by Jericho. Not the Judas effect, but a back elbow. Walls of Jericho early into the match. Jericho tears apart the announcer's area and Okada. DDT into a table on the outside. A great crossbody by Jericho. A delayed suplex by Jericho. Flapjack by Okada to finally get back into the match. Crossbody over the barricade, caught into a code breaker. So Jericho rolls out of the tombstone into the walls of Jericho again. Dropkick by Okada. Top rope dropkick by Okada. Tombstone on Jericho, about to hit the Rainmaker, but caught into the Tiger Driver for a 2. Codebreaker countered into the Okada Breaker. Great triangle dropkick by Jericho. Okada elbow and Rainmaker was called. I just love that camera angle and everything. So good. Rainmaker ducked into an Enziguri by Jericho. Dropkick countered into the Lion Salt for a 2. Codebreaker for a 2, like full-on Codebreaker. So Chris Jericho takes off the turnbuckle and throws it onto the English commentators, and I heard them. I heard the bump. I thought that was the funniest thing. I mean, that was a high point of this match. German suplex, Rainmaker countered, and Jericho tried to hit the Rainmaker, but Okada hit the Codebreaker for a 2. Great exchange. Spinning tombstone and Rainmaker countered into the walls of Jericho again. It was transitioned into a really sloppy Lion's Tamer, though. The Judas effect with a winning sequence and finally a roll up by Okada to retain the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. I was really disappointed about this main event. These two could have had a barn burner match, but I felt like this was kind of phoning it in a little bit. But that's just me. That's what the impression that I got. And I also feel like the post-match attack, what you're seeing, was the more of a focal point than this match in general. I thought this match was an afterthought to lead to an obvious Jericho-Tanahashi match, because Tanahashi tried to stop Jericho from continuing the attack. But that was Dominion. I mean, it was exactly what I expected it to be, with some great surprises, really good matches, and kind of a lackluster main event. I hate saying that. Okada and Jericho know how to do a good match. Jericho did a great match with Omega, so I don't know why I just did not like this match at all. They just don't have great chemistry together. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Jericho and Okada just don't. But it is what it is. I'm not going to complain too much about it. It was a fantastic show. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Follow and subscribe. Become a patron today for really cool perks. And as always, be majestic.